Welcome to the Bodhi Academy. My name is Shrutika and today let us start with a new chapter, Digestion and Absorption from class 11. So we all know that human being requires nutrients for our day-to-day life activities. So from where does that nutrition comes in our body? The nutrition comes from the food that we eat from the food that we eat, nutrition will not directly get absorbed in our body. First, that nutrients, the food which consists of that nutrients has to be broken down. And how this breakdown happens? This breakdown happens through the process of digestion in our body. Then after the process of digestion, the food that is digested is then the food after digestion will release nutrients, and the nutrients are then absorbed by our blood and then supplied to the different parts of our body. And this is how we get the nutrients required for our body with the help of process of digestion. So digestion is very important process in our system. So today let us learn about digestion and what are the different parts of digestion. So digestion is a process digestion is a process of conversion of complex food into simpler absorbable form, and this process is called as digestion, and it is carried out by digestive system by mechanism and mechanical and biochemical methods. So the methods of digestion we will see in our next video. In today's video what we are going to learn is what is the meaning of digestive system and which are the different parts of our digestive system and their functions. So digestion is basically a process of conversion of complex food, that is a complex carbohydrate is further broken down into simpler absorbable form. This simpler form is then absorbed by our blood so that the nutrients are supplied to our body. So this process of conversion of food, that is complex food, into simpler absorbable form is called as digestion. So this is the meaning of the process digestion. So how this digestion happens in our body, as in what carries out this process, the system that carries out this process is called as the digestive system. So in human digestive system, it consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. So we will see what is the digestive system in detail now. So this is the human digestive system. It starts with the mouth, that is the buccal cavity or the oral cavity. Our mouth is the first place where the food enters, okay, in our body. That is, in the mouth there are buccal cavity or the oral cavity which helps in partial digestion of that food, and here there are salivary glands which are produced which will help in the partial digestion of the food. Okay, so after that what happens is the food is pushed into our stomach. That is the second part of our digestive system, the stomach. And how this happens is through the esophagus. So esophagus is basically a pipe that connects the mouth to the stomach. So and through this pipe the food that is partially digested in our mouth will travel down into our stomach. So inside our stomach, in this digestive system, there are accessory glands, that is the liver, pancreas, which will secrete certain enzymes which will help in digestion of certain components of the food such as carbohydrate, proteins, vitamins, fats, lipids. All these components has to be digested, and there are different enzymes which will help in digestion and absorption of this food. So those will be secreted by the liver and the pancreas, which are the accessory glands in the alimentary canal. After the food is digested in our stomach, the food travels down the food will travel down the small intestine. Okay, so this called gut is called as the small intestine, wherein the absorption of the nutrient takes place, that is vitamin, minerals, proteins. All the absorption of these components will take place in the small intestine. After that, the digested food after absorption will go into the large intestine for reabsorption of the minerals which are left, and majorly for reabsorption of water which is there in that digested food. After that, the food, after reabsorption of water and the leftover minerals, it will travel. After traveling the large intestine, it will reach the rectum, and through the anus, the food or the waste which is there will be excreted out from our digestive system. So this is how the human digestive system works, and these are the different organs which are there for the process of digestion. So here in our mouth there are salivary glands. So this salivary glands will produce what? Saliva. The saliva will consist of salivary amylase, which helps in the process of partial digestion of that complex material into simpler form. Then in our stomach, the stomach will produce acids, hydrochloric acid, then trypsin, and then mucus, so that this helps in the digestion of the food. After that, the liver will produce bile to emulsify the fats which are produced in our food, and pancreas will secrete trypsin and pepsin, which will help in the digestion of protein into amino acids. Then after that, the food will be the mineral nutrients which are there will be absorbed in the small intestine by the villi which are there, which are finger-like projection, which helps in the absorption of this nutrients, and then supply this into our blood, and through the blood it is supplied to the various parts of our body. Then that digested food which is there, that reaches the large intestine, where the reabsorption of water takes place majorly, and then the waste product which is there now, after absorption of all the nutrients, the waste which is formed, it is then stored in the rectum, and then through the rectum it will pass through the anus, and it will be removed from our body. That is the waste which is produced. So this is how the human digestive system works. So in detail about the enzymes and how these nutrients are broken down, that we will cover in our next video. So in our today's class, what we have learned is what is digestion, what is digestive system in human beings, and how this and which are the different parts in the digestive system, and how this digestive system works. So thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the Bodhi Academy.